So, my friends, we make time for perfect vacation today. All right. Okay, guys, a couple things I wanted to show you first. So, every time you guys create a Google slide, you've probably in the past used Google Slides. And just open that. The problem is if you use Google Slides, it doesn't sort it for you. And that becomes a major issue because if you just open it, it's a mess. Everything is just bleh right there. Everything that you've turned in, everything that you've worked on. So anytime you create something new, matter of fact, I don't ever want you to really just straight open Google Slides. Okay, so no opening Google Slides. No, look at that. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. All right, so my crayon is kind of acting funny today. All right, so we don't open Google Slides. What we do instead, every time we create a new slide presentation, we're going to open it from Drive. So we go to Drive, we find our P7 elective folder. From here, we come down to this little plus button, and we're going to hit plus, and we're going to create a new Google slide. Okay? And the nice thing is this is automatically going to make us name this, and it will put it in that P7 elective folder. So this one is going to be perfect vacation. Notice I am capitalizing as well. And then you're going to do space, hyphen, space, and your last name. Lasty. Okay. After we've done that, we hit create. This creates your basic presentation. Now, some of you may not know when I ask for an MLA title. Well, what I'm asking for in an MLA title is this. You are going to title your presentation right here at the top, and we're going to tap in there. Nope. Come on. There we go. And let's say, for example, I'm going to Bora Bora because I want to swim with the pigs. Okay, so I do Bora Bora, and then I'm going to tap down. Ooh, don't do that. Come on, get back out here. And Bora Bora, and my subtitle, tap, tap, is going to be my actual MLA header, something that you would type at the top of the paper. So I'm going to type my first name being Joe, student, except I have to spell that, student. All right. And then you put my name. The second line is always your teacher's name. So it's Mr. H, or Hollingshead. And then you put the period number, P7. What that lets you know is that what period I have you for. We're going to hit return again, and then we're going to type the name of the assignment. The name of this assignment is Perfect Vacation. And then the date, you can use today's date or you can use the due date. And I'm just going to use today's date, but I think oftentimes it's a really good idea to use the due date because every time you open it, it's going to remind you of the date that it's due. But since I'm not quite sure when I'm going to make this due, I think it's going to be next Thursday, but it might not be. So we're going to use today's date. Whoops. All right. Now, once I've created that, I may want to make this pretty. I'm going to make that text box the same size. There we go. And so I'm going to insert a picture. So I'm going to hit plus image from photos. Maybe I have a nice photo. I don't know. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. But you will have a nice photo that you've downloaded. I don't know what I have. Nothing pretty. You know, I don't have anything pretty on here. But you can add a background image. Not necessary, but you certainly could add a background image. The thing I want you to avoid is using something like that. And if you use a background image, we hold down and we go to right here, send to back. That would put it at the back. But you see the problem here is this is so muddy and messed up that you can't read what you're saying. And so if you wanted to do just a nice colored background or add a theme or something like that, you could do that, but something like this. Now, as I've got you here, I want to show you about images, resizing images, because one of the big things that people do is they think to themselves, I'm going to take this image. Oops. Stop it. Oh. And you see how it snaps in the corner? And I want to make it big, but I'm like, oh no, it doesn't fill my screen. What should I do? And people do this. They grab these little sidebars and they stretch them out, and then poor Isaac Newton looks really wonky, and we don't want to do that. So only thing you're going to do if you're going to resize is you're going to do from the corners, and then we just center the picture. Now you can do a couple different things. You can crop it down, you can make it fit better, but please do not resize images from the side pieces, only from the corners. Okay, even if it doesn't completely fill the screen, that's okay. It's better than trying to make a Lamborghini look like a little fat piggy car. Okay, so we're going to do that, and then we're going to start to put our slideshow together. Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to actually delete this because it was just too muddy. And I could come over here and I could do themes, change my theme, and I could do a very nice blue because Bora Bora is kind of blue. Changed everything around a bit, but that's okay. All I have to do is resize, put it in the center, clunk. Now, you do not have to put things in the center. You can put them down here in the corner or up here in the corner. If you have a picture that has the ocean scene right here and you want to move Bora Bora over here like that, that's fine. But you want to make sure that you can read both of your things. Okay, so we're going to come down and we're going to create a new slide. Now, the thing I want you to remember is that you're going to have an image and some words, or an image, but you're not going to have words attached to it. So what we really want to do is we just want to go to a blank slide. Now, one of the big things that you guys have all been told over the years is that you should write all these words. But how many of you have watched the slide presentation? It's just words, 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 words. And you ask yourself, why is that person even standing up there? They're standing up there, but they're not helping me at all because I could read that slide faster than they're reading the slide. So what we're going to do is we're going to have our slide completely filled with pictures. All right, one big picture on the screen. The only change to that is you can put up to 3 small pictures if they are items. For example, if you were going scuba diving and you want to show me a picture of a mask and fins and a snorkel or a tank, you could include those 3 items on there. Okay, but usually I just want a nice big picture. If you're going scuba diving, give me a big picture of scuba divers. Okay, so that's our title slide. That's all we needed. And then we come to our next slide, and our next slide is who's going with us. Now, a lot of you don't have pictures of the people you want to take, or, you know, you are going to go with just your family and just post a picture of your family. But if you can't, you can just find an image on the internet of like a shadowy group of people. Now, where are we going to have all of our information? Here's where we do our information. Right down here, over on the menu, we're going to click on our menu, and down here at this one right here, we see speaker notes. All right. So on our title slide, we're going to introduce things, and we're going to type this in and say, hello, my name is Joe, and I am going to Bora Bora for my perfect vacation. Now, why? Stop doing that. I just wanted to say PV. Here's the deal. You notice I didn't capitalize and spell everything correctly. That doesn't matter because you are the only person who can see the speaker notes. So they can be shorthand, they can be anything you want. I would probably recommend that you make that a little bit bigger, because when you're presenting it on the board, it's going to be really teeny. And so I would definitely make it a bigger font, right? Probably at least 20 point. And then it's going to be readable so that when you present this on the board, it will show just the speaker notes and everyone on the board will just see the screen. Okay, so speaker notes are going to be really important. Now, those are kind of your big things today. So if you do nothing else today, I want you to create your presentation. I want you to title it. If you're going to use a background image, you can use a background image, but make sure you have your place you're going, full MLA header, and then turn on your speaker notes and type that in. If you do nothing else today and then do a little bit of Google image search and save some pictures, you're going to be fine. Now, for Google image searches, we're going to open up Google Chrome and we're going to do a Google image search for, whoops, and we do images. Now, once we find those images, we're like, ooh, I really like this. This might be a great title slide for me. Now, if you click on this, the easy thing to do is, of course, save image. All right. Now, if I try to tap up here and get the URL, you notice it's going to say google.com search and then all of this foolishness. That's actually not where the image came from. That is just, yes, I'm not going to do that. All right, stop it. I'm not. Okay. So on this one, we've downloaded the image. We want to make sure that that information is being saved. We hit here and we copy link URL. Now, once that's there, double click, go back to our presentation and our very last slide here. We take this and we paste. We're going to make one big text box and we're going to paste everything in there. Put it up the top. Now in here, you notice that that's not a link, but wait for it. If you tap at the very end and hit space, it creates a link. Now, we don't know what that is. And so we're going to say that is our background for title slide. Okay. And we just do a really quick label and then we can hit return. And then we'll paste our next image there. Now, because we did that, we're going to come back in here and let's say we're going to add an image from photos. Download it. Now you'll notice, oh, where is that? Why isn't it in there right? Wow. Because that image was probably uploaded. Whoops, I think I passed it. Did I pass it? Nope. That image was probably uploaded really long time ago. Yep. That image was uploaded in January 29th of 2007. So even though I downloaded it today, that's not when it remembers it being created. So we are going to use that. I'm going to take that again. I'm going to snap it. See how the red snaps at the top? Slide down to here. Oh, a little more. Okay. Now, I can do two things here. I can crop this right here. And then expand it till it fits. Now, because I squished it a little bit the other way, I can leave that there. And now I need to move that image to send to back. Okay, now I see my white Bora Bora actually shows up pretty good. So I'm going to click it over and drag it there. My Joe student works pretty well. I'm just going to readjust it so I can see my information and I see this really beautiful background. Now, kind of cool because I did crop this. Now I'm not stretching, I'm just uncropping. I can actually recenter. There we go. Now I've got this beautiful background. I've got my Bora Bora in the right location where it's readable. And I have my information on where I got that picture from. All right. Now, I know I threw a lot of steps at you today, my friends, but all you have to do today, remember, your steps today are create your title slide with your title, with your name, and then start downloading some pictures of what you want to do in your location. Okay? But if you get this much done today, you are in good shape. Turn on your speaker notes so you can see what you're going to say. All right. That's the lesson for today, guys. Good luck. If you have any questions, pop in tomorrow during my meeting times from 10 to noon and ask me questions. I would be happy to help you out. Talk to you later. Enjoy your perfect vacations.